So we didn't record this special video, but please go on Mary Kay in Touch and watch the video clip on the whole theme and the whole promotion for the year. So you guys, Happy New Year. I'm so excited. So it seems so weird in July. You know, you go to the party supply store and you're looking for Happy New Year stuff. Nobody has any because for everybody else, it's not New Year's. But I did put on my Facebook page, Happy New Year. And some of my non-Mary Kay friends are like, what? They don't get it. But anyway, so I'm super excited. So as of July 1, we all go back to zero. And the exciting thing about that is this is the month where you celebrate. This is the month where you take, what did you do last year? What are you proud of? What did you accomplish? How did you grow? How did you expand your confidence? How did you maybe break a little record or step outside your comfort zone? All of that. And yet it's also a place where you can go and you can say, okay, so if I did that, what else could I do? Like maybe you cross the finish line, and I can guarantee you, there is not a person out there that met all their goals. Absolutely promise you, there's not anybody out there who met all their goals. And some stretched more than others. But you know what, you guys, what's important about this business is that you have to love what you do. If you're having fun and you love it, you will continue to do it. If you're not having fun, pick up the phone and call me. Let's have a coaching conversation about, okay, so if you're not having fun, what brings you joy? What's fun to you? And let's find a place where you can be having fun in this business. Does it mean that everything's going to be a piece of cake? That would be no. Just because it's fun doesn't mean that it's not work. Just because it's fun doesn't mean that it's outside your comfort zone. Because you guys, honestly, do you really want everything in your comfort zone? How many of you have had kids? I know a lot of you have had children, at least one, or maybe a niece or a nephew that you've kind of been really close to. But if they were really talented or they were pretty good at baseball and they went out there and they go, yeah, I'm not even going to swing the bat. And you're like, what? Like if they don't even want to try, or they want to do something that's below their, I don't say below their pay grade, but below their ability, wouldn't you want them to step up and rise to the occasion? Of course you would, especially as their parent. This business is just like that. It's about you stretching yourself outside your comfort zone a little bit. And then you just absolutely never know where it's going to take you. So I'm going to actually introduce some of the directors that are on with us today. And you guys are going to hear a great training Ari Hathaway did for a group of her directors. And so I was able to get this video. It's great. She talks about the program, but she talks also about the kind of woman that Mary Kay, the company, is looking for. And I really want to share that info with you. So without further ado, though, based on seniority, since I've been around the longest, I'll introduce myself. Diane Covington, of course, director of the Dynamite unit. So grateful and proud. And all the glory goes to God, because this year, how we pulled off what we did, I don't know. We ended up at 661,000. We went 11,000 retail over. We did over 105,000 retail last month, 40,000 wholesale. I honestly, I went out to dinner to celebrate with my girlfriends, and I came home and there were like 12 more orders on there. And I'm like, what? It was just, what was really neat is people in our unit, and if you're watching this video, it might have been you that stretched, that called one more customer, that got an idea to do one more pampering or got to do one more thing. And I will tell you guys, each person stretching a little bit allowed our unit. It's like if you're holding hands and someone goes, can you just stretch a little farther? It's like, yeah, pull a little harder. And though that if everybody did an inch, and there's 200 and whatever of us, that's over 200 inches. So it all mattered. It literally all mattered. And so if you are in my unit and you ordered last month, you're actually getting a personal handwritten note from me with a puzzle piece in it. And the puzzle piece, I want you to put in your wallet for a reason. I want you to put in the coin section of your purse so that every time you look in there, you think I matter. Because without your one piece, the puzzle is not complete. We can have all the puzzle done, but that one piece missing, it's not complete. And that's how important each and every one of you guys were last month. And it means the world to me to see everybody pulling together and doing amazing things. I am blessed to have a few of my offspring on here with us tonight. Kelly had another conflict, and I don't know where Melanie is, but Lori, I want to introduce you. You have been a rock in my life. You are strong in your faith. I love your personality. By the way, happy belated birthday of yesterday or 2 days ago. But I will say that Lori has been somebody who is always strong, always positive, always somehow manages to find the lemonade in every bucket of lemons and makes everything look effortless. Like her energy, her passion. I would join her team in a heartbeat, which is why she has a squillion bees on her. But Lori, will you just tell everybody what was your greatest personal victory for last year? And it doesn't have to be something on the scoreboard, but what you felt is your personal greatest victory for this last seminar year.
Well, it was a very challenging year. Losing my mother, my mother-in-law, my father, anyway, blah, blah,
She lost a lot of family.
Lost a lot of family members. And then in just 10 days, my daughter is getting married. So I'm a little around on that. But so it's all going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Anyways,
it's going to be great. Who wants it to be fine? It's going to be great and amazing.
Okay, it's going to be great and amazing. Yes, yes. So all those things that you said, accomplish.
Oh, she froze again. We had this problem last time. Are you there, Lori? Or am I frozen? I don't think I'm frozen. I can see you moving. Lori, you got frozen, babe. Can you say that again?
Where did I freeze?
You just were about to talk and then you froze.
I just said I've had great mentors and examples to follow. And that's, and so I give glory to God first, of course, and then to the wonderful Mary Kay community, really, because, anyway, I shudder to think where I would be if I wasn't, if I didn't have Mary Kay, if I wasn't blessed to be in Mary Kay. So I'm grateful. We finished strong in the Great Start qualified. We didn't quite do the other two, but like you said, if we met all our goals, then we wouldn't have anything else. I mean, well, we would, because we would make something up. I mean, we would challenge ourselves with a new goal, which is what we do. But I was very grateful to have all of the women who have chosen to come along with us, and I'm looking forward to this year and what we can all do together. And my plan is to continue to do what Mary Kay asked us to do. And what was that? Pass it on.
And that's a perfect segue, because Ari's going to actually talk about that. And because that's our job. I mean, like, if somebody says to me, what do you do for a living? I say, I put skincare on faces. Like, that's literally what I do for a living. And then of course I mentor and coach and work with the consultants, but hands-on, I put product on faces. I pamper women. I get them to pause their life. And I heard this from some other top director. She says, I give women permission to pause their life for an hour of self-care. And I go, can I steal that? Like, I love that wording. So I just steal that and say that all the time.
Well, Lord, Mary Kay's mission is to enrich women's lives. Yep. Sometimes that means pause for self-care. Sometimes that means challenge. Yeah. Sometimes that means, other things, but yeah.
So thank you, Laura. I'm super excited. Cannot wait to go to Dallas with you. And I know your daughter Lene's wedding is going to be beautiful and amazing. So I would love to now introduce you to the newest director who will be debuting on stage in Dallas. I cannot wait to walk out holding hands with our matching jackets and to debut Brenda Billington on stage. So Brenda, tell everybody, what does it feel like? You've now had 2 months as a director. You are absolutely on target, if not ahead, for your first $1,000 bonus. I think you just need a few more team members. And so tell us, how does it feel to be cross the finish line at the end of June, as a new director and building your unit and everything. And then tell us a little bit about where you were last year at this time.
Boy, was I in a totally different place last year. Last year, at this very particular time, I was brand new to being in your unit. Mm-hmm. So I had, my previous director had stepped down, and so I didn't know really what to expect. I mean, we had met each other, but we didn't know each other. And so it's I had this seed that was going, maybe with this change, it will be a different year. And I'm not going to look at you now, because now I'll get crying, because it was a different year. And I can't be more grateful for that. Yeah, I basically, I was given real permission to actually dream and believe that it was possible, to move forward. And yeah, so
I couldn't be more proud of you. You achieved so much
thanks.
more than your consistency was huge. You stepped out of your own comfort zone. You stepped out with Tammy and Connie and a few of your gals right behind you. You stepped out and said, I'm going to do this. There is no, I'd like to be a director. I'm going to try. You were like, draw a line in the sand. I'm doing this for Robert and I need to do this. You've been called by God for a long time to be a director, but now I think, I don't know, all the little planets aligned and you just decided to go for it. It was totally just a decision. And I
It
couldn't be
was
more
totally a
excited.
decision.
Your production last month, I believe, was over $6,000.
Yes.
And how exciting. I can't wait to see what your paycheck's going to be. And so Brenda, where were you a year ago as you were getting ready to go? I believe you were trying to qualify for Janice's house, right? Which is an announcement I'm going to make in a minute, but can you share that really quick?
Yeah, I was like, I've got to get to, do this. She's, told me I can come, and I'm thinking, it's totally FOMO, fear of missing out, when you have the opportunity to get to do something great like that. And so yeah, I was reaching out to people going, come on, and I barely squeaked, but I did squeak. And so, and that was a key thing too, to be able to sit and think, I'm sitting here with all the big girls today, fellow directors and people that were, DIQ. And so, and of course being able to do that with leadership. So it was just a peeling back and looking in the window going, maybe I could do that too, be there, stay there. Like, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go and do director things this seminar. I don't know what to think or do about that. It feels very otherworldly. So anyway.
What's nice is they have new director classes, right?
Right.
And so that is her new director. Is that correct, Diane? Because right? Is that right?
Brenda's
It is the new director training. She doesn't have to go to a separate one.
You know what? I was reading a thing online because I believe so. I believe they're doing by like a satellite thing. So we'll look into that more, Brenda. But I will tell you, I'm excited. I can't wait we'll be running all over the place together. We'll be going to the royalty reception together. We'll be doing all of this stuff. And
That's another change. I've never done Queen's Court of Sales before.
That's what I was just going to say. So Brenda's going to be not only crossing the stage as a brand new sales director, doing her Mary Kay director's oath on stage, which is going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to be a hot mess. I'm just so proud of you. And to have Tammy there, who's one of your biggest cheerleaders and your biggest fans. And I know Tammy's on here tonight in North Carolina. It's late there. And I know I don't expect you to come on camera, Tammy. I just appreciate you for being on tonight. But Brenda, your consistency and to watch you on awards night cross the stage. And I know Robert and I will be down in the pit going whoop, 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 as you cross to get your diamond ring, your first diamond ring, to have Carrie McCurdy get her 4th diamond ring. And I believe Cindy, it'll be her 5th diamond ring, to see all 3 of you guys cross, and Laura, you as well, crossing the stage for the Court of Sales. And so trust me, you're going to look down and your shirt's going to be going like boom, boom, boom. Like you literally can see your clothes move because you're backstage and you're so excited and they're about to announce your name and to walk out. And I just can't wait to see you pick up your ring. And I'm just really, really proud of you.
Thanks.
And I can't wait to see what other paths God wants you to lead down. So I know there's a lot of great callings. And I also want to do a quick shout out to Tammy Mann. She was consistent for her first year in Mary Kay. Well, it's not her first year in Mary Kay. She's been in Mary Kay a while, but it's the first time she's done the consistency all 12 months. Wow. Tammy's not done that before. That means there was not one month that she didn't do her $600 order from selling, not from just ordering. Tammy Mann every single month texted me these pieces of paper with all these like numbered one. I think last month she numbered it to like 94 or something. She sold 94 items. So you sell satin. I mean, she'd item all, she'd take a picture and she'd go, okay, what do I get to pick for my price? And I love that about you, Tammy. And I was so blessed to actually get to meet you and be in your beautiful home and meet your son, who I know is going to be a basketball superstar. And I got to say, I got a hug from him when he was like a nobody, not a nobody, but not famous yet. And to meet Scarlett and to meet your husband and your mom and to be in your beautiful home and to just see how important your family is to you. So, and I know you're going to seminar, which I'm super excited about. So Tammy, do you want to say anything like, how was it for you to do your consistency every month and 4-quarter star, by the way? I know she's probably going to whack me for even calling on her. Are you able to unmute Tammy or not? She might not be able. She might be at a basketball thing for all I know. Oh, no, it's too late there for a basketball thing. Okay, well, if you decide you want to unmute and come on and share with us, you totally can do that. But I'm just incredibly proud. I cannot wait. And I know Marty's also going, which is one of Cindy Madden's team members. So she'll be going to Dallas as well. And so I just, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited for seminar. And you know, the company spent $6 million on seminar this year. And so between the giveaways, the entertainment, it is going to be one wild 4-day ride. And Carrie McCurdy, I cannot wait to have you walk out, not only on Janice's area stage, because I believe I'm crossing my fingers you're in Janice's top 3, hopefully, because I know the top 3 get a little extra something. So I'm hoping that you are in the top 3. And then just to see you walk across stage with your husband, Quentin, there, because Quentin's never been to seminar. So to see Carrie walk across stage to get her diamond ring and everything is just going to be so exciting. And it's not too late. So I will tell you guys, same thing for you, Jen Goss. Janice has extended it as long as you have your 8 active team members by the 19th, or is it the 18th, Lori, or the 19th? You're eligible to still go to Janice's house. So if you have not, and I didn't think she was going to do that because she said she wasn't going to do that again, but she changed her mind. So, but it's her house, so she gets to change the rules. So as long as you have 8 active by the 18th, I believe it is the 18th or 19th, you get to go. So Jen Goss, Carrie McCurdy, Marty, it is not too late to qualify. And let me tell you, that is a really fun night out by the pool. There's a huge spread of food. We'll do all the director awards. There'll be training. There'll be some inspirational teaching. It is going to be amazing. So please, I don't care if you have none on your team. All you have to do is make a decision and say, okay, I want to qualify for that. Now, if anybody who didn't register yet wants to still go, like Janine or anybody else who might want to go still, let me know. We could possibly register you on site because we can't register you any longer. The deadline was June 30th. But if in your heart, you're thinking, man, if everybody's going, I should go. Like if you're ever going to go to seminar, this is the year to go. It's the 60th anniversary. So, am I leaving anything out? Brenda or Lori? Nope. Carrie McCurdy, do you want to just jump on really quick and just share what it's like to have finished your 4th diamond ring, and what you're thinking about for awards night and everything?
Sure. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I don't know where I'm at. So other than that, I'm pretty excited because I did a pretty good amount of sales. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited. And it's going to be just exciting to see you across the stage, and Quentin's going to be there. So he's going to be the proud husband, just like Robert will be, like at the bottom of the stage going, that's my wife, and taking pictures and stuff. So I can't wait. And Janice's area dinner is at the corporate building. And so that's an opportunity to see you guys up on stage as well. So I'm just super, super proud of you guys. And if you have any questions about seminar, please reach out. But Carrie, again, Carrie also did the 12-month consistency. So she'll be getting those great tassel earrings and the tassel necklace. And Carrie was also a 4-quarter star. And I'm taking all my 4-quarter stars to get a massage at Massage Envy. So we absolutely need to book that, like hopefully before seminar. Let's go now. You know, why not, right? You can never have too many massages. So, and then Tammy, I don't know if you guys have a Massage Envy where you are, but I will find out if you have one where you are, because I could transfer. Do you guys have Massage Envy back there? Oh, sweet. Then I can transfer some to you guys and you guys can go get a massage. That'd be super fun for all my 4. Now this next year, I have not finished the flower yet, but we're going to actually go to my lake house next year. So all 4-quarter stars are going to get to spend 2 nights, 2.5 days. We'll go up on a Friday, stay till Sunday, and we will be up at my lake house, food, hangout, girlfriend time, maybe some wine tasting. I'm not really sure. So, but we're going to have a great time for all 4-quarter stars. So you don't want to miss that. This quarter started June 16th and it ends September 15th. So you want to be tracking that. And Tammy, you qualify? we'll just fly you out because I'm hoping that her son picks a California school. So that could work out really well. He might get scouted to a California college, which would make Tammy have to come out here. So yay. All right. So you guys, I want to share with you guys a little bit about what's on the company website. If I'm assuming you all have been on In Touch. I mean, I shouldn't assume that, but soar like never before. And if you think about it, soaring could be anything about belief. It could be balloons. It could be birds. It could be eagles. There's that whole story that I'm going to post about why ducks, fly in a V formation, like all of those fun things. So soar like never before is the theme. And if you want to rewatch that video that I showed at the beginning, you can just click on this and it'll allow you to watch the video. 8 out the gate. Oh my gosh, you guys, they extended this. So you'll get to still enter DIQ. These are the beautiful rings for sales court this next year. They've got the B for the court of sharing, this beautiful, I don't even know what that stone is, but it's a stunning ring. Like I might actually have to take that ring. And then this is for $500,000 and above. And then of course, so there's that ring. I don't know what stone that is, but I think it's
If you click on it, you can see it.
Tell you. Oh, can you guys all see that big like that? What does it say? Soar to the top of personal sales through this awesome power of dreams and achievement.
I guess they don't tell us this. The
limitless ring or $500 cash. Well, of course,
it's an emerald cut.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. I mean, that to me is a statement piece. So anyway, and then of course you guys can earn B's for sharing, and of course runner-ups and queens get the additional rings. So you definitely want to take advantage of all of that. So if you go back here to the main homepage, there are media classes on social media. So if you are somebody who either struggles with social media or you're not sure what to do this. It's a great class. Of course, the top director trip for the next year is in Maui. There are directors who have been directors their first full year who qualify for the trip. So Brenda Billington, it is totally within your reach to earn that top director trip. Star Consultant program, of course, and then the summer product. So I want to encourage you guys to go on there and look at all this stuff. But I do want to make a pitch to you before I let you listen to Ari Hathaway really quick. We am saying as a group, not everybody falls in this category, but a lot of us are not really consistent about posting on our VIP pages. We're not. I mean, I'm myself mainly, but I don't know about the rest of you. But I will tell you, if you guys will commit and draw a line in the sand and say, okay, so starting tomorrow, I want to challenge you guys to do 10 days worth of posts. So 10 days in a row. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I want you to for 10 days in a row. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go live for 10 days. So let's say Janine wants to go live for 10 days, but she's got, let's say, a 3-day wedding this weekend or something, or out of town for 3 days. You can go in and you can schedule a post. If you don't know how to do this, reach out to me and I'll shoot a quick video on how to schedule a post. But Janine could literally come on tonight with just the shirt on that she's got and show how to take off her makeup and whatever. Then she could literally put a black sweater or something over whatever she's wearing so it'll look like a different day and talk about how to use hydrogel eye patches and slide those on or whatever. Then she could literally take that jacket off, put her bathrobe on and talk about the full sheet face mask and show people how to use this. It could be literally a 2-minute infomercial. This doesn't have to be long. In fact, if you keep them 3 minutes or less, people are more likely to click on it. And then she can, of course, go in and steal company videos for some of the other days. And then 2 or 3 of those 10 days could be what they call as engagement posts, like, do you like cats or do you like dogs? Are you a lake person or a mountain person? Do you roll your towels or you fold your towels? Like silly things like that just get people to engage for algorithms. And I'd like to see what happens on your Facebook page after you have done 10 posts 10 days in a row. Okay, so if you need any ideas, please reach out to me. You could have a theme. You could even go on your VIP page and use that soar like never before. And you could absolutely use that theme to do your VIP page. Does that make sense? Okay, so one thing I did want to do is if anybody wants to come off their muted mic or whatever, but maybe if anybody would like to share really quick, and I know I didn't preface or pre-warn any of you guys, but if you could be thankful for one thing last year, there was a growth moment. It could be where you got multiple no's in a row. It could be whatever. What did you feel like was your greatest accomplishment last year? And it doesn't have to be a scoreboard thing. It could be maybe you stepped out of your comfort zone and added your first team member or whatever. What was your greatest, what brought you the most joy from last year? Anybody want to share real quick?
I'll share.
Okay.
my greatest thing that came out of last year was I literally stopped. I stopped giving myself the excuse to quit when a hurdle came, or I typically, and I'm not proud of this, but I typically would, oh, that's not going to happen. You look at the numbers, you look at the thing, and you go, no, like my probably me last year would have seen your month this last June 1st and went, yep, not going to happen. And well, I'm going to the lake for the month. I mean, that's just how I reacted. And that was the one thing I said, you will not do that. You will not do that. And I can't tell you how many thousand times it was tempting to do it, but I did not. I refused to do it. And that I am very proud that I refused to do that. And surprise, I accomplished the goal. So
Brent, I'm so proud of you because that just being aware of that, it's one thing for you to have pushed through and accomplished goals, but to say, when I get close and it doesn't make sense on paper. So if it doesn't logically make sense, I'm not going for it, because why would I go for it if I'm going to fail? And what I think, if I'm hearing you correctly, what you learned is you go for it so that failure is not an option. Failing would be quitting. That's the only way you can fail, is if you quit. If you try and you only get 30% result, that's 30% more than what you would have gotten if you quit.
Right.
So it's not trying that's the failure. So Brenda, that just means the world to me to hear you say that. And I'm so glad that you drew the line in the sand on a lot of things this last year.
Yeah.
And yep. I'm so proud of you. And just now look where you are. You're going to be finishing your car. You're going to be finishing your first $1,000 bonus. Brenda, what are you going to do with your first $1,000 bonus?
I'm going to pay for some excursions on a Alaskan trip next month.
Are you taking hubby?
Yeah, I'm not
I didn't know
leaving
if this was
him
like a girl thing or whatever. So you and Robert are going on an Alaskan cruise?
We are.
Based out of where? Where are you taking off from?
Seattle.
Oh, might have to do a pit stop in California. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm super excited for you. Well, good for you. So you take that $1,000 and you do something fun with excursions, whale watching, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm super proud of you. Anybody
Thanks.
else really quickly want to share like something that they feel like either brought them joy or that they accomplished last year? Something they want to personally celebrate?
I was very glad that I've always resisted games. I don't like the tic-tac-toe, whatever the games thing, and Janice is just play it as a game. And I was like, I don't like games. I don't want a game. Anyway, but I said, okay, fine, I will do the game. So, and I actually had fun with it. So
Laura, what does Mary Kay always say? Attract number
grows.
Mm-hmm. So whatever you're tracking is what happens. So you guys are gonna laugh, but right over there on my desk, which I can't walk over all these cords and stuff, but I have the sheet with the $10 squares. And so my goal last month was to sell 5,000 retail. So I ran off 5 of those sheets. And every time I'd come in and it was like a $45 reorder, I'd go over and I'd color in. I know y'all are looking at me like, really, Diane? Yeah, I'd color in 4.5 squares and I go, okay, $45. And then I got a text from my realtor, $165 reorder. I would then color in 16.5 squares. And I literally, as soon as I finished one sheet, I stuck it on the bottom and went to the next one. And I filled up over 5 of those sheets, which means my retail sales last month were over $5,000. Was that necessarily part of the goal? No, but I knew that I was playing to win for the trip. And if it meant that I needed to do a little extra, I can't ask you all to do anything I wasn't willing to do. And so it was an absolute blessing. So I appreciate that very much, Lori. Anybody else really quickly want to share something that they took away from last year? What was a great personal aha? Maybe something that, because it's really important, you guys, that your brain experience a win. Even if on the scoreboard, it doesn't matter what that win is. Anyone else want to share real quick? I'm not gonna make you all share, but. Well, I'm very excited. Janine, we have her kickoff party And then Melanie, my new team member, we did her kickoff party. And although we sold about 700, she sold 700 the night of the thing. Within 2 days of that, her follow-up with those same 5 women, they bought another $500. Like they kept going, oh, I forgot to get this. And oh, give me this. And oh, give me that box set. And she was just like, oh my God, Diane. So I think her inventory started with 5 or 6 repair sets, and we had to order 6 more repair sets because she sold them all, which is super exciting. So I'm going to play this little segment from Ari Hathaway. And what I love about it, she's going to give you some qualities of what it's like to share the Mary Kay opportunity. And she's also going to talk about the watch for the consistency, which I'm super excited about getting that watch. I'm sorry, but I just think it's super cool. So give me 1 second to pull this up. This was a special recording she just did. And there's a very special challenge that she's going to give you at the end. And in addition to that challenge, there's a short video that we're going to watch. So give me 1 second to do this, to go up here and screen share. And you guys get ready possibly to write some stuff down. Hold on. Where'd we go? So full screen. There she goes.
It's going to be about 15 minutes of being empowered, inspired, and challenged, because I always close with a New Year's challenge. And you've probably already been on In Touch, but you know what? We're just so excited for our theme for this year, which is Soar Like Never Before. Don't we love these colors too? And they are inspired by Mary Kay Ash's favorite poem, On Silver Wings. I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. It is a dream of your accomplishments of many wondrous things. I do not know. Oh my goodness, and now I just forgot it. But I did have it memorized. But like, it's about soaring, and I love it. When you walk into the Mary Kay building, this poem is right there in the front atrium with the beautiful statue of a silver kind of like bird, like a dove. And this was Mary Kay's favorite poem, and she found it when she opened up Australia. For those of you that don't know, she went to Australia. That trip, she discovered it. So it's going to be an amazing year. And of course, you can earn these beautiful prizes that Mary Kay has for us, from the watch, which I have. I think it's gorgeous, and the bracelet as well too, for consistency, which is just so neat. And you guys, if you have not ever done Consistency Club before, I'm going to challenge you to get Consistency Club. To me, this is the year to get Consistency Club. Yes, you get a prize every single month to show you how to stay on track, but then you get a 13th prize at the end of the year. And who doesn't need an extra $600 in their pocket every single month? You know, our company is so awesome that they allow us and show us a way to track this. So we're thrilled for these prizes for Soar Like Never Before. And for the month of July, you want to kick it off strong and get this gorgeous stackable bracelet. And I love it because it is so summery and beachy, and everywhere you go, and it says Mary Kay and it has Soar. It's so pretty. But I think that even more than that, it really just represents what our founder believed in, and that is that we can accomplish what we set our sights on, right? We can accomplish what we set our sights on. Mary Kay was a pioneer, as we know, and she was so way ahead of the curve in so many different ways. And we're so grateful for her. So if you haven't seen this on In Touch, it's not just going to be jewelry this time. You can see that beautiful like purse clutch. It's like a bracelet with a cute little clutch, a jewelry holder, the watch. And we want you to know that the themes every month, there's something that has to do with soar. You know, soar with your story, soar like never before, soar some more, glow with gratitude. Like everything has a theme for each and every month. This is available to you. But Mary Kay ultimately believed in the potential of the underdog. She believed in the potential of a woman. And I know that women have so many more choices today, but today I want to talk to you about probably like 3 things that I want to share with you. There is a very specific woman that we're looking for in Mary Kay. For those of you that want to grow your teams, how many of you are like, Ari, I want to grow my team. This is my year to really just show people that, yeah, this is so doable. I'm tired of talking it. I want to make it happen. Or some of you, you're like ready to give your job away. You're already a director, and you know that Mary Kay Ash asked us, this is our only job, is to give our job away. How many of you are in that boat? You're like, this is who I want. And for those of you that are like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize this, but guess what? Mary Kay extended 8 out the gate. It's here. You can go into DIQ with 8. They decided to keep it. They extended it, and I want you to be a director in qualification and finish it and debut as a sales director. So for those of you that are ready to give your job away, ready to make it happen, don't want to talk about it. Some of you are new and you're like, gosh, I didn't even know what was inside of me, and June pulled this champion out of me, or I just loved watching it all come together. It was just amazing. This is what I want to share with you. I want to share with you who exactly it is that you're looking for. I was really thinking about this, and I was planning a training that I did to go to the Dominican Republic to teach beauty consultants and sales directors there. And I think so many times, especially on a day like today where it's the first of the month, I know a lot of you are celebrating victories, but I know some of you are not. Like, you're resetting, okay? Or you did good, but you didn't do great. Like, you had this goal and you fell here. And I know that I've been there before. And so for those of you that are in that boat, I want you guys to know something that is so important. I think many times we ask ourselves, is this for me? Because I'm questioning it because I didn't reach this goal. And I have a better question for you to ask yourself, okay? Not, oh, Mary Kay's informed me I didn't finish my goal. Don't think that way. Did you have fun working on your goal? That's the question I want you to ask you. Did I have fun working on my goal? Yeah, it was challenging. Yeah, I had to do things I didn't want to do. But did you have fun when you were in front of your guest? Did you have fun closing out the sales? Did you have fun watching her face transform? Did you have fun sharing the opportunity? Did you have fun running the race with your sales director? Did you have fun watching the thermometer fill up? Did you have fun watching the women say, oh my goodness, I have another $100 order? Did you have fun putting the checks in your bank account? Did you have fun, being able to pay for the things that you've been paying for with your Mary Kay profit? If you've been having fun, then you are home. Stop questioning if this is for you. Are you having fun? I think many times we measure success with control, like what we can control. I want you guys to know that Jesus does not live in things that we can control. He shows up in the in-between. He shows up in the, I wonder what's going to happen, because the human condition waits till those moments to rely on God, okay? And so if everything was just like, oh, if here, let me lend you my easy button. It was easy for me. Why don't you just push the easy button? You guys, if it was just like that, don't you think everybody would be in? But so many times we measure it by, did I reach my goal? Did I reach my goal? I'm going to say this. If you're having fun going for your goal, even if you miss it, just suit up again and go again. It's a fun journey. It's been fun. And I'm going to tell you what's part of the fun, the being challenged. As humans, we tend to be lazy. But you guys, we hate mediocrity. What's up with that? Like, we just naturally default to convenience. That's why convenience shops make so much money, even though they charge you a ton, right? We like what's convenient and easy, but we hate mediocrity. So we keep doing what's easy and staying in mediocrity, and we can't stand it, okay? I'm going to say something different. The challenge is part of the fun. I think we need to look at challenge in a different way. I like to be challenged. I like to do something new. Not one day in Mary Kay is the same as the next. How boring would it be if I always did the same thing? How boring would it be if everything was always planned out? How boring would it be if my weekly plan sheet always worked out? This doesn't mean I don't do a weekly plan sheet. This doesn't mean that I don't book parties. This doesn't mean that I don't plan ahead. This just means that when things don't go according to plan, I go, oh, I wonder what fun thing God has planned for me. This is going to be fun. It is part of the challenge. We enjoy being challenged as humans because it takes us out of our mediocrity. If you're being challenged and you're having fun, you're home. That's all you need to know. You are home. You're going to get there as long as you consistently strive towards it. Okay? It is not necessarily the measure of the success that you're having right at this moment. Keep going for it. One of the things I teach in my Mary Kay University, which now I've renamed Boot Camp because Mary Kay has Mary Kay University, the name, but is, so many times we measure our success and our failure by what we can see, right? Tangible. And really the only way to fail in this is if you quit. The only way to fail is to quit. As long as you get back up and go again, guess what? You haven't failed. You're one step closer. I think most of the time it's just not the pace that we want to see it, okay? But we're accumulating, we are building. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to share with you. If you're having fun in your home. The second thing is who you're looking for, because I know you want to build a team. Let me tell you who I think is the perfect person, and you can borrow these words. The perfect person to come into Mary Kay is that woman who wants to be her own boss, wants to call the shots, wants to set her own schedule, doesn't want to tell anybody what time she's going to go to work or what time she's going to get this done, but she also wants the safety and the security of 60 years of Mary Kay. There are a lot of fly-by-night companies coming up and down in this economy. And I'm going to tell you something. People do not want to waste their time. So this is what I say. I say, how many of you do not want to waste your time? I go, if you do not want to waste your time, but you want to be an entrepreneur, this is for you. Because you like to call the shots, you want to be the boss, president, CEO of your own company. You don't want to call anybody and explain to them why you're not coming in today because your kid is sick, none of that. But you also are not here to waste your time. You want to build something that's going to be there for you in the future. I still have customers today from my first party I did 20 years ago. I just celebrated 20 years. Oh my gosh, 20 years in Mary Kay. Yeah, you know, they let me start when I was 5. It was very sweet of them, right? But I still have customers from 20 years ago. And so every night your customers wash their face. Every morning they put it back on their face, right? The product. And so it's residual income. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Y'all, if you want to build a future and a residual income, I can teach you. And this is what I need you to say. If you want to build a future and you want to build residual income, I can teach you. Stop saying the word help to people. Oh, I'll help you. Oh, I'll help you. I'll help you. You're going to have a bunch of helpless people attached to you. Show people. Don't help people. Show people. Say, I'll show you. Come. If they don't come, they don't really want it. I'll show you. Come. Come to my party. Come to my this. Come to my that. They will show up. If you're hungry, you're going to come. Say, that's okay. You can go try something. It might not be here tomorrow. We're here. We're here 60 years, pretty solid, pretty awesome. Love my customers. So we're looking for that woman who is large and in charge, but wants safety and security. I just want you to know that person is 80% of the female population is dominant S or second position S in their personality style. If you don't know what that means, write it down, ask your director. She'll explain it to you. And so I want you to know who our target market is and that is what you're looking for. And these are words for you to use. And I've become much bolder with sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. Because why? I'm so sick and tired of all these people getting had by all these other places. We're like so awesome. Like this works if you work, obviously. There's no get rich quick gimmick, okay? So as you're building towards your 8, as you're building to offspring a sales director, as you're building to have a large customer base, what are you tracking? What are you tracking? And I would say I love tracking PCP. I'm huge on PCP, preferred customer program. Are you watching that grow every single quarter? Are you tracking your faces every single week? You guys know this, a tracked number grows. If you're not tracking, it's not gonna grow. And it doesn't need to be complicated. You know, it could be in your date book where you literally just write in the number of faces you did this week and you accumulate it out at the end of the month. But so many times I want you guys to know that we are, hold on, I have my little notes here, that we're thinking that we're trying to book appointments. I want to give you a new thought. We're not booking appointments. We're building relationships. We're building relationships. We're reaching out to build relationships. And there are people who don't want to build relationships, so they reject you and then you feel bad. But I want you to know there are people who are like, yes, I would love that. I would love that. When people say yes, they also want to build relationship. I want you to go for those people. I want you to realize, yes, this is who Ari was talking about, the people who say yes. And I know not everybody does. It's okay. You're going to get canceled on. I teach this also at Mary Kay University. I'm like, how many of you guys have ever canceled a hair appointment, a doctor's appointment, a nail appointment? We all have, right? Doctors save lives. And people cancel their appointments. So of course you're gonna get canceled on. It's just part of the business. As long as you know it's part of the business and you're like, it's just part of the business. Of course I'm gonna get canceled on. I have appointments. How could I not get canceled on? Everybody gets canceled on, right? It's just a part of the business. So we're not booking appointments, we're building relationships. So calls are absolutely important because every time you pick up the phone and you make a call and you use your voice, notice that I didn't say text, okay? You're touching a person and depositing into a relationship, okay? Be different. Be like, don't be like everybody else. Go be different. Be, you know, sincere, you know, and it doesn't need to be major. It could be 3 customers a day. If you called 3 customers a day, that'd be 90 in a month. You know, if you called 5 in a week, 1 a day, You know, even if you just did Monday through Friday, that's 25 in a month. It doesn't need to be a huge life-changing thing, but that connection builds a relationship, right? You guys, sometimes we think that to make more money, we have to make more sacrifice. Money is a measure of the pleasure that you send into the lives of others. Money is a measure of the pleasure that you send into the lives of others. How much more pleasure are you sending to the lives of others? Are your customers saying, wow, I'm saving so much money, I'm so grateful? You know, I did a facial with one of the girls in my small group. She bought the Miracle Set. She brought the Ferulic Acid Brightener. She's so happy. She didn't tell her sister. Her sister saw her. She's like, what are you doing? You look amazing. Her sister's now a widow. She was spending $500 and $600 at the spa every quarter because her friend owns it. She's like, I'm a widow now. I can't afford this. She switched to Mary Kay. She's like, I am so happy. The Miracle Set is $112. Like I mean, she just can't get 120. Sorry. She just can't get over it. She's like, this is awesome. You guys, there are people like that. There are people like that. And I know that you can reach out. Like, that is pleasure. I'm sending pleasure out into the world and I can measure it, right? And so money gives you choices. Money allows you to pay for your kids' education. Money allows you to go on vacation, take care of your elderly parents. It's a good thing. You need to track your faces so that you can soar like never before. You're going to track your money so that you can soar like never before, right? And I do want to share something else that I had here, that so many times when we are going through pain, we think this isn't for me. Oh my gosh, this is painful. I want you to remember this. Pain is preparation and growth is promotion. When you're in pain, you're being prepared for the promotion. When you're being promoted, that is the growth. Nothing of value is free. If I sat here and said, this was so easy, you guys, it's so easy. Anybody can do it. And I'm not saying it's hard, y'all. To me, hard was cleaning people's houses. I did that as a child and even all the way through college. You know, if you clean people's toilets, in my opinion, that's hard. So when people tell me Mary Kay's hard, I'm like, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, because all I do is help people put on makeup and skincare and pamper them and help them feel more awesome. So this is not that hard. You know what else is hard? And if this is your job, totally okay. But like selling, you know, grave sites is hard. Who wants to talk about their death? That's hard. There is hard. This is not hard. You know what else is hard? Missing your kids' stuff. That's hard. You know what else is hard? Having to say no to things because you don't have money. You guys, to me, Mary Kay is not hard. Stop saying that. Stop thinking that. Put it into perspective. Refilter it all out. When you're going through pain, that is just the preparation, because the growth is going to come. You know, some people do choose to play small, and that's okay. But don't make this the year that you choose to play small. I want to see you soar like never before. And I know when a new year starts, there's so much emotion, and this is it. I want you to remember there's going to be a wrench thrown into your plan. Like, it's gonna come. I'm not saying I don't know when. It's coming. It's coming. When the wrench comes, that is just a test. Beep. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. We want to see how you handle it. That is you getting prepared for growth. That doesn't mean, oh, I guess I'm not supposed to do this. No, it's a test. You're going to go, that's right. Already told me there was going to be a test. And how am I going to handle this? I'm going to go over, under, around, through every obstacle. Sometimes take the obstacle. The obstacle becomes the blessing. You just don't know. But when it comes, I want you to go, oh, God, I wonder what you're going to be doing here. What are you doing here? This seems like fun. This is not what I had planned out. And that's where God lives, in the mystery, in the challenges, and what we would call as humans of pain. But that's ultimately what grows us and takes us out of mediocrity, so we are no longer miserable. All right, so I hope you are ready to soar. Are you ready for your challenge?
Hey, you guys, get ready for this, because this is the challenge that we're doing. And the date is, we're going to do it through July 23rd, because that's while we're at seminar.
I know that you are ready for your challenge. Yes? Are you ready for your challenge? As if you didn't know what is going to take us to soar like never before. Are you ready? You have a lot of excitement happening right now. You're going to have a lot of people you're going to see over the 4th of July weekend, whatever this hybrid situation is. And seminar is coming. And you're not going to show up to seminar and not have held at least 6 Mary Kay parties. That is the goal. If you have 5 people at each, you're done with your 30 faces, okay? 6 Mary Kay parties before you get on the plane, before you get in the car. Some of you need to do that before you pick out your dress, your heels, your jewelry, whatever it is that you're doing. Or say, every time I do a party, then I could go get shoes. Then the next party, I could go get the dress. Like, go ahead and give yourself challenges. Okay, when I do this party, then I get that. I want you to hold 6 Mary Kay parties. Now, many of you are booking parties, but there aren't enough people there to call it a party. Like it's the hostess and her 2 friends come, or her hostess and 1 friend is 3 people, and it's kind of flat and it seems boring and you can't play the ticket game. It's just 3 people. How many of you guys are having that situation? Okay, if you're having that situation, okay, because the hostess only gave you a list of 6 people, 10 people, she's just not giving you enough names. Okay, so you can coach her and say, let's invite more so more come. And in addition to that, okay, say, oh my goodness, let's invite. Are you giving her a prize for sending out the invite to 20 people? Why not? Hey, when you send out the invitation to 10 people, you're gonna get a free blah blah blah. Oh, and when you send it out to 20 people, you're gonna get a free blah blah blah. Whatever. Are you offering her something for inviting 10 to 20 people? And if you're not, you're missing out. Second thing I want you to do is, when her friend confirms, I'm coming to so-and-so's party, this is so-and-so, are you sending her a picture of the gift that she's getting? It could be anything, y'all. Just wrap it cute, put a bow on it. If that's not you, find a consultant who is your friend and say, will you make my cute little things and I could do something for you? Maybe we could trade skills, co-op with people. I'm a big co-op person because I love to collaborate. Send her a picture of the cute little gift you're giving her. Oh my goodness, this is your gift, and I have one for your friend too. And when you bring a friend, you get to pick something else out. Who do you want to bring? And then you can make it a joke. If she doesn't reply, say, you know how us girls are, we don't even go to the bathroom by ourselves. Like we heard, like we're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. You wanna come? Oh yeah. We all go together. We don't go anywhere by ourselves. Why would we have someone come to a party by themselves? This single-handedly is going to grow your parties from 3 to 5 to 6 people. Because if each person like, let's just say it's a hostess and her 2 friends, and each of them bring a person, that's 5. That's 5. And 6 times 5 is 30. And you can do this. You can do this, you can do this, and you can do this, okay? If it's a facial, that's okay, but then you're going to book a party. All right, so 5 before you get on the plane. Yes, we're ready to soar like never before. This one was a little bit longer. For some of you, I do have to share this, some of you directors.
All right, so you guys, so the challenge, because when I talked to Ari, I said, you said it's 6, and then you said it's 5. She said, well, it's supposed to be 5. So it's 5 parties between, if you've already held one party, that's great, but it's from July 1st to July 23rd, because I need to have you text me that you've done the 5 parties so I can pick you up a special prize in Dallas. Now, just to give you one idea, when she was talking about a gift, this is something, and I can send you the link. I ordered these on Amazon. These come in an assortment. They come in white, pink, navy, off-white, and black. So I arrange them all on the floor, all these different colors, and I send a picture to them as soon as they RSVP that they're coming to their party. I said, oh my gosh, I have a special gift for you. What color of cosmetic bag would you love to have? I'll reserve it. All the colors are limited. And the girl will go, oh my gosh, save me the black one or save me the white one. And so I'll literally put a little Post-it note with her name on here. And then I have my assistant put in here a business card with one sample, something that we're not demoing at the party. Could be a baby hand cream. It could be a little lip applicator, you know, like a little sample of lipstick or lip gloss. Could be foundation primer. Any one little thing in there. It doesn't really matter what it is, but I take a picture of all of these spread out and I give these. Now, you guys, these cost me 77 cents. 77 cents. I buy them on Amazon in a block of 30. So you get 6 white, 5 different colors, white, off-white, black, navy, pink. And so what's fun is that, like, when people pick their color, I say, oh my gosh, I'm saving that blue one just for you, or I'm saving that pink one just for you. So you can get these. I can show you guys the Amazon link. So it's 5 parties by then. Now, one way to do it is, for me, I got a lot of these sheet face masks that I'm so excited about. So one of the gals, Katie, one of my customers, just spent like $280 on my website today. And I called her, I said, Katie, I need to get 6 parties done before seminar, because I'm going for 6, but you can all do whatever. You can go for 5. And I said, and I only have 4 parties booked. I need 2 more. And what I was thinking is, if you will promise me you'll book, I'm going to give you a whole box of sheet face masks for free. She goes, seriously? I said, yeah, in addition to your hostess credit. She goes, okay. She didn't even ask what the hostess credit was. And for hostess credit, I'm giving a $150 shopping spree at half off. You could like it or not like it, but that's just what I'm doing. And then what I told Katie, I said, what kind of party do you want to do? I said, if your girlfriends are all over 40, we could do a hydration party where I'll bring another box and we can actually do these. She goes, really? I said, yeah, or we could do charcoal, or we could do both. We could do charcoal and then put on the all plant-based face mask thing. So You guys utilize that stuff, make it something fun. And I love what Ari shared about giving them an incentive. Like, oh my gosh, if you bring a friend, you get this, or if you book now, you get this. And so incentivize people, because remember, if they bail on you or they don't show up, it doesn't cost you anything, right? But please use those sheet face masks. Now, the other thing I'm doing is I had my gal come over. She scotch taped each of these. She put my reorder label on the inside. There's a little handout that goes on how to use it. And then, or you could actually, what I think is I'm going to shoot a YouTube video of this, and I'm going to say to my customer, I just tucked this in your bag. Here's me using this. And I just talk through it. It's like 2 minutes. It's pretty funny. But I'm keeping a list because my goal is to give out 50 of these before I go to Dallas, 50 of these to customers, just 1 to 50 different people. Then I'm going to track it and see out of those 50 who buys, who liked it, who gave me feedback. So you guys utilize these. So if you've got these, you could put these in every reorder bag, but I'm going to tell you, my suggestion is keep track of who you give a free one to. So like I gave one to Shannon, and I got to follow up with Shannon. I gave one to Julie. I've got to follow up with Julie. So you guys can utilize these, just keep track of who you give them to so you can do the follow-up. And then lastly, really quick before we end, I want to make sure you guys know about the events coming up. So on our unit Facebook page, which is Covington MK Dynamite Unit, the calendar will be posted today. There was a change on the calendar. I didn't grab Janice's old, I grabbed her old one. So I had to make some changes. So it'll be on there before tonight's over. But tomorrow night, we have our first sharing event. If you guys have got anybody, oh, here's what's interesting. And I know Ari shared this, but here's what you can do is you can say to them, look, I'm looking for someone like you. Would you jump on tomorrow as a talent scout so you can help me find someone like you? So all of a sudden, Lori doesn't think I'm trying to recruit Lori. Lori thinks I want her on there because I need her as a talent scout. So it's like, Lori, I'm looking for someone just like you. So would you jump on tomorrow for a free mascara from me or a free box of sheet face masks? I'll give her a whole box of sheet face masks. What do I care? And say, if you'll jump on because I want you to help me look for someone like you. And she might go, well, what about me? Say, well, yeah, we could talk about you too. So you guys utilize those tools because they're there. So Janice has got a sharing event at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And then I'm going to be scheduling at least 2 other skincare classes on other nights. And I have a Google form. So all you guys have to do is get your guests to fill out a Google form and I will mail out the packets. I will pay for the postage and the samples. I just need people on. And they could come on with no samples, but it's really, I'll tell you what, when that product hits their skin, it's a whole different ball game. Okay. So the challenge again is, so now for last month, if you did the sell 25 items, which I know a lot of you did, I need your sheets because my assistant is coming. My old assistant is coming tomorrow. So if you did the items last month, grab the newsletter or grab a piece of binder paper and number it 1 to 25 or number 1 to whatever, write down every item that you sold and take a picture because you get to choose your prize from last month. No other month am I letting you do that, but last month. Okay. And then for those of you guys who are not using this, I'm going to shoot a short video. This handout I designed for every time I do a party. I put the hostess's name here, and as her people RSVP to me, their names and their phone numbers, they text me. So her invitation says, hey, text my Mary Kay girl Diane at this number and tell her your skin type so she can mail you samples. So all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. I'm coming to Jen's party. Most of the time they don't remember their name. They don't tell me that. I'm coming to Jen's party. My skin's dry. I said, hi, dry skin. My name's Diane. I said, tell me your name and can I ask you some questions about your skin? And they start to laugh and I get on the phone with them. And you guys, the phone is key. I had a consultant who did all the pre-profiling through the hostess and only one person showed up at her virtual party. I pick up the phone and call them. And if you want to know my pre-profiling questions, I will make a quick video on that. All right. And I do want to do a quick shout out to Kim. Kim stretched herself last month. She went from 0 team members to 3 team members. 2 of the 3 are active. And so Kim, you are this close to having your Red Jacket debut. So do you want to share what motivated you to go for Red? And I'm excited because I think we can do your Red Jacket debut by next week. So tell everybody, how did it feel to add 3 to your team? Wait, you've got to unmute, babe. Can you unmute?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. I never thought I've been in this for 7 years. I've never been so excited. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened at Christmas and then Valentine's. And I've always bought everything. I just never did anything with it. So I have a lot of stuff, but we got the thing. I get the thing from Diane. She goes, I'm your new director. And I was like, oh, brother, here we go. And then after a few texts and I talked to her, she just gets me so fired up. I mean, just you're so inspirational. Everything you do is what I want to do. I want to be like you when I grow up. And so yeah, that's something as far as a mentor and a role model. And it's amazing, Diane. You are truly amazing. And I know this product is awesome. I've been using it, and it's just, I know, and that's, I think, a key part is that you can use it yourself. You got to use everything so you can go, oh yeah, instead of like, yeah, I think it does this or that. So, and that
That is
just gets
key. That
more.
is totally key. So Kim, how does
Mhm.
it feel to have a team of 3?
I don't know. I don't know. It's so weird. I really pushed it. You really pushed me. And I mean, it's just possible. It's just possible. I'm sitting here. I've been 7 years. I didn't have a team member, and I have 3 like in a week. And just, you know, I'm talking differently. I'm not swearing anymore. Yeah, and it's just I'm getting more confidence. Just the more I learn, the more confidence I have. I'm talking to some people here and there at work or whatever, and all of a sudden I'm like, listen to yourself. Like I know what I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm comfortable doing it. And people are responding. Do you know what? Today I gave this lady my card. She doesn't want Mary Kay anything. I asked her if I could do her face, and she says, I love you. But you know, no. I said, okay. So I keep talking to her anyway. And now we're becoming closer. And now, she goes, you know, I'm going to check out your website thing. And I go, yeah. So I get a card. Here's a card. And she's like, oh yeah, that's such a cute card. I got the Mary Kay with all the little hearts on it, you know, the regular business card. Anyway, so she get on my website. I already gave it to her, but whatever. So now she kisses my card. She kissed it like this. Oh, watch this. And she kissed my card. And I'm thinking, oh, that's it. There's number 4 right there. You know?
Well, I'll be
Anyway,
calling you tomorrow so we can talk about that, but I'm super excited because I'd love to do your Red Jacket debut.
thank you for
Once we get
everything.
Marcia
Yeah.
active, and I know your
Very
daughter's
excited.
excited, but I do want to close with one thing. So Kim, congratulations. So proud of
Thank
you
you
for
very
stretching.
much.
You're just, it's going to be exciting. I know we're going to have a whole bunch of Red Jacket debuts, one right after the other, with Jen Goss and Marty and Janine. All of you guys can get into red. Absolutely. 1000%. And Carrie McCurdy, I know you can get to DIQ. So one last thing in closing, Janice kicked off a contest and it did get posted on our Facebook. For some reason though, my unit Facebook page crashed and all the star postings, all the postings with the calendar are not up there. I don't know why my phone was doing weird things, but I'll go back in and repost them all. But Janice is a contest that kicked off July 1st through July 19th. If you order at least 300 or more during that time, which you're all going to be selling, right? Your name goes into a drawing. She's giving away over 30 gifts. I'd say probably half of them are Kate Spade. The other half are other vendors. And she's going to be doing the drawing at seminar. So if you do at least 300, your name goes in once. I believe if you do a 600, your name goes in twice. So I'm just letting you guys know that's a really big deal. So if you want ideas of how to sell, I would love for you to take the contest that already threw out 5 parties by the 23rd of July, and utilize either the sheet face mask, but you all have 5 friends. You all have 5 friends that you could call and say, look, I'm in a challenge and it's the new year. I want to hit every challenge. Will you gather some of your girlfriends for a huge half-off shopping spree? Just to help me. It doesn't matter. It's not about whether they buy, you guys. Just get the women together for fun. The product will sell itself. And please utilize the events that Janice is doing and that I'm doing. If I'm doing a skincare class, get 2 hostesses and their 3 friends on the virtual class I'm doing. You can be at home drinking coffee in your bathrobe. I'll be doing the party. You'll be making the money. It's a win-win, right? So anyway, I'm so proud of each and every one of you for all your wins. The newsletter is just going to be bursting with recognition. But please, if you did the challenge for last month for selling 25 items or more, please let me know because I want to get your prizes out. All of our stars, we're going to be doing something for quarter stars. And if I missed anything, I apologize. Please let me know if I missed anything. All right. But the
PCP
challenge
deadline,
pardon me?
the preferred customer program deadline is the 17th.
Yeah, the preferred customer program deadline is the 17th. And so if you are not familiar with it, I want to challenge you guys, start cleaning up your list now. If you've been in a while and you keep just re-enrolling the same people, start just pitching 5 a day, 5 calls a day. That's 25 calls in a week. Even if you leave 5 voicemails, that's fine. 5 voicemails are great. They at least hear from you. And then what about all the customers you haven't even added on there? So anyway, you guys, congratulations. We had, I mean, honest to God, I came home with tears in my eyes and I said, because I was sitting here mid-month going, okay, I know that God will honor the chase. I can't look at the numbers. I just have to keep doing the work. And I would book another party and I'd do another showing appointment because I added like 7 or 8 people to my team last month. And honestly, most of them were not even in my life 30 days ago. And I just am so, so grateful that God just did. That's exactly what happened. I just did the work. And with all of you to inspire me, none of you guys gave up on our goal. None of you, whether your order was $75 or $2,500, whatever your order was, every single order mattered. And that's why I put a personal note. I just finished writing this morning, the last of the 97 notes. I didn't realize it was taking that long to write 97 notes. But anyway, I just want you guys to know how much you all mean to me and how much I believe in each and every one of you. So I'm reaching out to you with a little sheet on goal setting, like what's your goal? What's your hot button? What could possibly hold you back? And because I want to know, as a coach, there's a place for you to win at every level. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So if you've got anybody that you want just to have hear about the opportunity, she may not be ready to sign up, but what if she is? Or what if she could be a talent scout for you? Get her on tomorrow night at 6 o'clock to hear Karen Riddle, who is this new national, who's just got a great, she's smart, she's witty, she's funny. You'll love tomorrow night. It's at 6 o'clock. All right, you guys, have a wonderful evening. Congratulations on an incredible year end. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.